States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. 2. Color guard, post the colors. Color guard, salute. 2. Color guard, reassemble. About face. Color guard, forward march. Color guard, halt. Color guard, dismissed. Audience at ease.
Lift every voice and sing till earth and heaven ring, ring with the harmonies of liberty. Let our rejoicing rise high as the listening skies. Let it resound over the rolling seas. Sing a song full of the faith that the dark past has taught us. Sing a song full of the hope that the present has brought us. Facing a rising sun of a new day begun. Let us march on till victory is won. Sing a song full of the faith that the dark past has taught us. Sing a song full of the faith that the present has brought us. Facing a rising sun of a new day begun. Let us march on till victory is won.
Good morning. Good morning. I know we can do better than that. I know it's early. All right. I'd like to welcome you to IDL Education Foundation 18th Annual Martin Luther King Scholarship Brunch. It is a pleasure to welcome you all here today. On behalf of the Board of Trustees and the directors, my name is Eddie Jones, and I'm chairman of the board of the IDL Education Foundation. At this time, all the board trustees, would you please stand? Okay. Thank you. It's these gentlemen here that keeps me on the straight and narrow and assured me that we will make this program move swiftly as we move along. We have a great program planned for you today. We have a lot of our young folks are here to perform. We have our special guests, community leaders. If there are any elected officials in the audience, would you please stand so to be recognized? Whether or not it's city, county, state, because I know some of them, a lot of them went to D.C. for the inauguration, so others said they would be here, so I just wanted to make sure. And we've got some of our previous scholarship winners that are here. If you're here, would you please stand? I guess they're running late. Okay. And of course, we do have a lot of our mentees here. We've got a mentee program. We'll talk about that a little bit later. And we have a whole host of friends and other guests. And I have a few special guests here myself. And one of them, we've got Miss Jaleesa Meredith, who is Miss Black Illinois 2011. I know Miss Imani Josie 2012, she's supposed to be here. Maybe she's coming later. And we have the current Miss Black Illinois, Miss Courtney Smith, which you will be hearing from her a little bit later. And of course, my good friend Larry Reiner from Oak Brook Park District. He's always been a big supporter of IDL Education Foundation. My golf partner, I'm taking personal privilege here and introduce my friend. So my golf partner, Lavana, she's not here yet. And of course, my cousin, Lisa, she's here. And we've got, like I said, we've got an exciting program. And our event chair, I got to give out the most to Brother Marcus Payne. He's done a great job and to make this event enjoyable. And those of you who saw me, this is just an inside joke here, but some of you might have seen me on television quite a bit lately. And the joke is, if you ask Eddie to take you to the airport, make sure you check your bag before you get out of his car. So, but those who see it, they'll know what I'm talking about. So if this event doesn't move along smoothly, Brother Pay, I'll take you to the airport. So okay, so as we, and also we've got all the members of the Divine Nine and all my other Alpha brothers, they'll be recognized a little bit later in the program by our chapter president. And so without further delay, we'll get the program going, and I hope you enjoy this program, and most importantly, it's all about our scholarship recipients. Thank you again for supporting the IDL Education Foundation. Enjoy the program, and God bless all of you. Now, oh, it's okay. At this time, I'd like to introduce our MCs for this evening. First, Brother Charles Campbell, who's been in Alpha for 17 years, and he's the current principal of Walter Diet Elementary School, and his lovely wife, Michelle, and their son, Hunter, is also here. And his partner is Miss Courtney Smith, who I mentioned earlier, Miss Black Illinois 2013, and she's also a finalist for the Miss Black USA, and her platform is Empowering Women of Color Through Health and Fitness. And I think that's quite admirable. And the reason I say that, yesterday, a lot of us, we were at a funeral for one of our fraternity brothers. He passed away at a young age. And we just found out coming here this morning, another one of the great leaders in Alpha, who was one of our executive directors, he passed away last night. So unfortunately, we got to take better care of ourselves. So that's so important, and I'm glad Courtney has a platform like that. So without further ado, I'll turn it over to Courtney and Charles. Thank you very much.
Good morning, everyone. Oh, you can do better than that. Good morning, everyone.
Now, I heard this side give me a little bit more
Yeah.
energy. This side's a little flat. So we're going to talk to this side. Now, if you want the same love, I need to hear that same enthusiasm over here. So can I get that over here, please?
Okay.
It was a little better. Can you all show them how it's done over here? We're going to stay over here.
Okay.
Thank you all for coming out to this auspicious occasion. This is very deep and meaningful for us, and we are honored to stand here before you all. Now, I have a question, Courtney.
Okay.
We just met some time ago, and I was intrigued about what you do. Can you explain to the audience, where did you come up with the idea of Eden's Project?
Okay. Eden's Image is my business that I just started. Eden's Image, an etiquette school for boys and girls. This is near and dear to my heart. I started this project when one of my friends was killed to gun violence. And I started this project because I felt that he didn't have to be killed to that. And I feel as though that manners are missing. etiquette, how to act, where to do certain things at, when to do those things. So I said, hey, we need to bring etiquette back to schools, we need to bring etiquette back to our homes, and we need to bring etiquette back to society. So Eden's Image and Etiquette School for Boys and Girls got started.
I totally agree. I'm going to have you come to my school.
I'll be at Diet. But you know what? I have a question for you.
Okay, shoot.
You are an educator.
Yep.
But you're also an administrator.
Yep.
As an administrator for Diet High School, can you tell me what is one of the greatest challenges that you face when it comes to your student body?
Good question. I think the greatest challenge is preparing our young men and women for society. And that's a broad and general statement, but when some of them enter my school with a 3rd grade, 4th grade, stay 9, and they're 16, 15 years old, 4 more years they're out and become an adult. How do you get them prepared in 4 years? So that's the thing that keeps me awake every night, every day, trying to build and develop programs that's going to get our kids up to par so they can succeed and we won't have those problems that you see in the community.
Right.
I mean, just the other day, we heard about a high school student dying at a basketball game. It's senseless. It takes not just the teachers, not just our program coordinators and administrators, it takes parents, it takes the community. So engaging everybody in that platform like Eden's Image help us produce those type of people we need to have a productive, viable, thriving society.
Well, then that ties back into why we're here today, to possibly give out some scholarships to some deserving students as well. And also, we wouldn't be able to be here without our sponsors, correct? So
that is absolute.
We want to thank the sponsors, Ingredient.
Ingredient, thank you very much. Can we see the representative from
Representative for
Ingredient?
Mr. Brother Marcus. Okay, and guest right here, thank you so much. Also, Cricket Wireless is one of the sponsors.
Cricket, where are you, Cricket?
You're
Thank
not
you.
supposed to hear him because it's called Cricket.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Okay. Urban Partnership Bank.
Thank you so very much, Urban.
Kraft Foods and Kellogg's. So thank you all for sponsoring this great event, and thank you for the sponsorships that you've given us and that we're also going to be able to give out to some deserving young people today.
We have 2 more people we got to acknowledge.
Okay, please.
Janice G. Cooper of Kennedy Cooper Consultants Group. Where are you? Thank you very much. And also, Health on Earth Wellness Centers. Health on Earth, thank you very much.
Yes, thank you very much.
So let's get down to the crux of it while we're here. Let's get to the scholarship recipients.
Let's get to the scholarship recipients.
Well, we want to bring to the stage one of our coordinators of this event, Mr. Jonathan Wallace. Jonathan Wallace is an ordinary guy from Memphis. If you see this guy, his bubbling energy is what that engages you and makes you want to warm up to him and be his buddy. Jonathan is a recent graduate of the School of Divinity at the University of Chicago. He's completed his postgraduate work where he has attained his MS in Divinity in 2011. In June 2012, he will be ordained and currently serves at the ministerial staff at West Point Missionary Baptist Church. Let's not tarry any longer. Let's bring to the stage Mr. Jonathan Wallace, Brother Jonathan Wallace.
Good morning, good morning. Oh, come on now. Come on. I'm just going to talk until y'all start talking back to me. That's what I'm going to do. Wake up. How y'all do? This is a good time to be here. This is a time to celebrate. This is a time to rejoice. Y'all give yourselves a hand for being here. I know it's early. I know it's early. Once again, I wanted to welcome each and every one of you here to this event. We want to thank you for coming out. You could have been anywhere in the world today, but you chose to be with us. So to that end, we say thank you.
I remember we're here for, let us be clear, we're here for a worthy cause. We're here to help these non-worthy young men to help push them on their way to their education. And starting off, it can be extremely difficult. I remember when I was a freshman and my old man dropped off $1,000 cash in my hand, and I thought I was doing something. And then I walked into the bookstore, I cussed. I did. Real loud. And the bad thing about it is that the costs have become astronomical, and they just keep going up and up and up. And we're here to try and do something about that. According to the U.S. Department of Education, the average cost per year of public school is about $15,100. For private institutions, it's about $32,900. The cost of tuition is outpacing both inflation as well as wage growth. There is more student loan debt than credit card debt, as more than 11% of graduates have racked up at least $50,000 or more in student loans, according to a 2009 census. These are just numbers, people. If you can't say out, say amen. Or it's amen out. You know what I meant. And assuming that the tuition rates continue to rise, the 6.5% that they've done continually each year over the past decade, then by 2030, you can expect the average public tuition to be well over $40,000 a year. And y'all don't even want to know what the private tuition will look like. So I say all that to say, we're here to serve these young men. We are serving as part of the proverbial village. We serve as part of the proverbial village, and we are here to aid them in their educational endeavors, to help propel them into their future success. I stand here before you looking into this crowd, a crowd that's full of lawyers, engineers, social workers, consultants, entrepreneurs, all types of professions. And I know that many of us are here part and parcel, are successful part and parcel because we received a scholarship to help us go to school. If you benefited from a scholarship in any shape, form, or fashion, please raise your hand. And the ayes have it. The reality is that even though many of us raise our hands, I can't help but think about the hands that were not raised. I can't help but think about those who did not have a chance for the simple fact of finances. We're here to do our part to aid these kids in that. You got to forgive me. So with that being said, let us honor these young men. First and foremost, I would ask that the families of those young men that we honor today, that they would stand, if you are present. On behalf of the foundation, we want to thank you for everything you did for, with, and if the shoe fits, to your child to help them get to this point. I've been in those places, and they help push you along. So we're grateful to you, and thank you for giving us the chance and the privilege to serve your child and your children. So thank you. Thank you. Ms. Courtney is going to help me out with this.
The first scholarship recipient that we're going to honor is Trevon Well of Gwendolyn Brooks College Prep. Please come to the stage. Trevon Wells is a senior at Gwendolyn Brooks College Prep, boasting a 4.2 GPA. He has garnered numerous academic honors, including that of valedictorian. Trevon is also just slightly addicted to the game of tennis. A scholar/athlete and avid tennis player, he credits the sport with providing him the drive needed to be a force of change and leadership in his community. Trevon is currently deciding between Penn State and Illinois State University. Trevon Wells. The next recipient, Christopher Evan Fox of Hillcrest High School. Christopher, a senior of Hillcrest High School, is a gifted student to say the least. A National Honor Society inductee, he boasts a phenomenal 4.78 GPA. Christopher is also extremely active, enjoying chess, golf, baseball, and an engineering club at his school. He has been accepted to the University of Illinois, Illinois State University, and Iowa State University. We are sure that wherever he decides to attend, he will be successful.
Next to the stage, Mr. Sebastian Despiau. We would also ask that Ingredient or the representatives of Ingredient would please stand. Wanted to point out Mr. Despiau, if you would please come up. Mr. Despiau is our Ingredient and MLK scholarship recipient. Ingredient has so kindly sponsored his scholarship, so we wanted to acknowledge Ingredient as well as him. Mr. Despiau is a graduating senior of Limblom Math and Science Academy and another scholar athlete. Balancing both a 4.0 GPA and varsity basketball, he is a model student, may it being a presence in his community or with his volunteer work. He serves as an example. Sebastian has yet to decide where he plans to attend, but regardless of where he goes, we're sure that he will be successful in it. Mr. Sebastian Despiau. Next, we would ask Mr. Jared Elliott to come to the stage, please. Mr. Elliott said a quote that stuck out to me in his essay, and so I had to quote him on it, that Jared is a firm believer that hard work beats talent every time. I really appreciate that. He is a graduating senior from Perspectives Charter School, boasting a 3.26 GPA. This MVP awarded baseball player has shown himself to be formidable not only in the classroom, but also on the court as well. He has yet to make a choice of where he wants to attend, but he was recently accepted into his #1 choice of University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign. Again, Mr. Jared Elliott. Next, we would ask that Mr. Taylor Dodd please come up.
Taylor Dodd, Westinghouse College Prep. A senior of George Westinghouse College Prep, Taylor has proven himself to be a gifted student, boasting an impressive 3.66 GPA. He succeeds in balancing his academic life with his extracurricular life. Excelling in both football and wrestling, one would never know that he is also a classically trained pianist. Taylor plans to attend the University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign. Next recipient, Malik Dent. Attending Northwestern University, Malik prefers to think before he speaks. This is evident as the political science/social policy double major boasts a 3.23 GPA. Malik really enjoys not only giving back to the community, but the world as well. A little over a year ago, Malik could be found in Panama helping to teach children English at the school that he helped to build. He hopes to be able to do this again. Malik has future plans of attending Georgetown's law school upon completion in his degree at Northwestern. He aspires to become a judge one day.
We would also ask that Mr. Michael Lane would please come to the stage. Yes, y'all can clap, it's okay. Michael Lane is a Chicago native. Attending DeVry University, he is currently working on his bachelor's in computer networking and communications. Boasting a 4.0 GPA, Michael is the epitome of perseverance. Having struggled early on in his education, it has been through the sheer might of will and dedication to his education and just pure natural ability that he has come thus far. Michael has aspirations of owning his own computer networking and programming firm, and I'm sure that he will be a success in all that he does. Again, I present to you Mr. Michael Lane. And last but certainly not least, I would ask Brother Opeyemi Kusoro to please come to the stage. I can mess with him because this is my frat brother. Ope for short. He is soon to be a graduating senior of Northwestern University and a fellow brother of Alpha Phi Fraternity Incorporated. Majoring in biomedical engineering, few his age can say that they are published in an academic journal. That's a huge deal, seriously. Hosting a plethora of academic honors, he attributes his drive and successes to God, hard work, and the sacrifices of his parents. He plans to continue his education, earning his MBA, and hopes to have a career in healthcare consultation. Again, I present to you Mr. Opeyemi Kusoro. Again, and let's give all of our recipients a huge hand of applause. This is their education we're celebrating. This is their future we're celebrating.
And just take a brief break while they take some photos.
Let me add a postscript to this moment. We had a ninth member, and I forgot about it. Mr. Akuet Dekpo, would you please stand? Firstly, allow me to apologize. I forgot, I missed you on the page. Mr. Dekpo is, where is he? No, that's not him. There you go. First off, congratulations. Known by those who know him best as Pierre, Mr. Dekpo is a senior of Maine East High School, and boasts a 3.91 GPA. A native of Togo, Pierre made his journey to the United States almost 2 years ago to further his education. In that time, his focus on his education has been paramount in his life and success, and his successes are reflective of it. Mr. Dekpo has garnered numerous academic awards and loves to play tennis. He has aspirations of becoming a medical doctor and seeks to attend the University of Illinois in Chicago. Finally, I present to you Mr. Akuet Dekpo. And now I turn you over to your Masters of Ceremonies.
Thank you.
Courtney, wasn't that just awesome?
I think that's great. I love to see the youth, especially young men, aspiring to be something.
Yes, yes.
Aspiring to be something. But we all know behind every great man is a great woman.
Say that again.
Behind every great man is a great woman.
Which is the reason why we're here celebrating the sheroes of the civil rights movement.
Yes.
As we know, the women of our era and past, probably, if not even more, were more instrumental in furthering the rights of all. It's not just about African Americans, but it's about civil rights for everyone. And there were many, many women who played a very important role in that.
Yep. Coretta Scott King, to name one.
That's one. Ida B. Wells.
Mary McLeod Bethune.
We can keep going on and on and on. I got one person I know I want to name. Michelle Campbell.
Yeah.
My mother-in-law, Deborah Williams.
Yeah. My mother, Corliss Smith.
There
My
you go.
grandmother, Clara Douglas.
Shall we continue? Anybody else want to shout out a shero?
Somebody?
Shout out a shero, somebody. Shout it out. This is the time. Say it again. There you go. Keep going. There you go. celebrate. Say it again.
Vidalia
There you
Tyler.
go. It's important that we